sounds like a good plan in my head, and so that's why I'm going to stick with it. All right. They can't put Embercleave on the Faceless. They just don't have enough mana, I don't believe. Let's see. Pop that baby up there. They do. Ew. I can't even. All right, so it's a 5/4. Am I supposed to be scared of this thing? What do I want to minus on it? If I minus 3, it leaves it with 2. It still deals damage. You know, let's just minus it all the way. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Let's just get rid of it, huh? What good is a mono red player with 0 creatures? And goodbye. And, you know, hopefully not good luck, actually. What's up, everybody? My name's Chance, and today we're going to be diving into a Mono Black Onyx Controls all. Now, first off, I'd like to say, thank goodness we have another good Liliana in Standard. Y'all know me, ever since back in War of the Spark, I've had a huge obsession with playing Liliana and playing zombies. I don't know, it's just been sort of my thing. So, getting to play another Liliana that is actually solid in Standard feels so good, and this Liliana does feel very, very good. She has a lot of power to her. So diving right into what exactly we're gaining with Professor Onyx here. 6 mana, 5 loyalty planeswalker with the Magecraft ability of whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Well, you slap that ability on a Mono Black control deck, you're just going to be making them lose 2 life and you'll be gaining 2 life across the board, while also being super irritating about removing all their stuff. You know what I'm talking about, whenever you just get exiled and exiled and exiled and exiled. That's basically what we're going to be doing today, is just making sure the opponent can't play anything, or if they do, that it doesn't last very long. Now, looking at her actual abilities, +1, you can lose 1 life. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, put 1 of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. Obviously, if we're talking about a Mono Black control deck, this is excellent. It helps you get to all of that exile that I was talking about, the Shadow's Verdict, the extinction events, blah, 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 blah. -3, you can make each opponent sacrifice a creature with the greatest power among creatures that player controls. So just get rid of their biggest creature. If they only have 1 creature, you get rid of that 1 creature. It's all good and dandy. And then finally, -8, each opponent may discard a card. If they don't, they lose 3 life. Repeat this process 6 more times, so potentially dealing 18 damage to them, or, you know, making them discard 6 cards, which could be fairly okay, I guess. Just be careful. You don't want to do this against a blue mage that can just draw tons of cards on the spot, right? Anyways, all in all, Professor Onyx, super awesome. And considering we do ramp slightly with this deck, I say slightly because it's really not a whole lot of ramping going on there. But, you know, not Maze Mind. Where the hell am I at? Solemn. Solemn is a nice card, and I believe in the original deck, in the OG deck, there are 4 copies. And by the way, I'm not the original creator of this deck. This deck did come to us from another YouTuber who plays this in best of 3, I believe. But, you know, he swears by it in best of 1, and now after playing it, I'll swear by it as well, because it's a good one. It's a solid deck, and we managed to take down aggro, which is usually a pretty good indicator as deck's viability in at least, you know, best of 1 standard goes. So, diving into it, we have a ton of removal and a ton of things that we already know how they work, so I'm just going to sort of gloss over a large majority of this. So, Blood Chiefs, great removal. Clean to Dust, great exile ability, as well as being able to gain that life in card draw, just sort of at an instant, at a moment's notice for a singular mana. It's really good. Being able to play it back from your graveyard, you know, in that mid to late game, just makes it worthwhile. Moving us down, we have 1 copy of Duress. This is a card that I opted to add in because, again, you know, I don't always have all the cards that everyone's playing, because everyone likes to play like 4 mythics and 18 rares, and well, I don't have that much to fork over for a singular deck that I'm, you know, gonna play once or twice and then move on. Anyways, Erebos' Intervention, really nice, allows you to -X from target creature and gain that much in life, which is why it's really good against aggro. Furthermore, you can exile up to twice X cards from graveyards. It's useful when it's useful. You know, against rogues or whatever, it's useful. And then aside from that, you're gaining life, so that's always useful. Eliminate, going to help you deal with a few planeswalkers on the here's and there's, but for the large majority, it just deals with a lot of creatures that are running around right now, again, given there's so much aggro, right? Heartless Act, really good removal. Valky, we do have some pathways in this deck, so that way we can play the Tibalt. So if you don't have pathways, maybe look for a Snarl or something like that. Maybe look for some red mana and some other manners. But I don't recommend really just throwing like a mountain into your deck and then justifying it on this, right? So make sure if you do have red mana, it's tucked under some black mana in some shape or manner. You could even use a triome if you really wanted to, because at least you can cycle those. You know, they have both kinds of mana. So Grasp of Darkness, this is another one that I opted to add in, but it's honestly super excellent with the amount of indestructibility that we have in Standard right now. This ability of -X and taking your opponent's creature lower than its actual life total is a great way to get around that, because indestructibility doesn't save them from this kind of destruction, right? It still gets them taken out. So all those mono white aggro decks running around with Luminarch, you know, say goodbye. Say goodbye. And for 2 mana, getting rid of a 4/4, that's usually pretty equal value. Anyways, we have 2 copies of Maze Mind Tomb. I believe the original had 4 copies, so you know, play 4 copies if you got it. If not, you know, we got 2. It's a great way to gain life and keep cards drawn. Elspeth's Nightmare, just a beautiful card. Exile the opponent's graveyard, reveal their hand, and destroy a creature. It's like everything you hate to have happen to you. Sedgemoor Witch is another card that I added in myself, but again, we're playing this in best of 1. It does have a sideboard. I don't know if, you know, the original creator played it more in best of 1 or best of 3, but we're playing it in best of 1. I think Sedgemoor is a great option if you are missing some of the cards, as again, we're using that Magecraft ability to put more creatures on the board, so we can sort of stop it up and make aggro take a little bit longer, and then in the late game, you know, we just come back and crush them. Not to mention the fact that we also get to gain life off of these pests, and they have to pay 3 life if they want to target our Sedgemoor Witch. So I think as a one-off, excellent. Murder Shredder in here is a 4-off, gains you life, destroys stuff, what's not to love. Extinction Event, big exile, we've already talked about it. Hogger Mauling, destruction plus land, what's not to love. Solemn, I believe the actual deck has 3 or 4 copies of this card, but again, I'm not using my rare wild cards to pick up the sad robot, alright? It's just not going to happen. So 2/2, draws you a card whenever it dies, finds you a land whenever it enters the battlefield. It's nice. Shadow's Verdict, I believe the original deck has 2 copies of this as well. But you know, we added in a couple copies of Grasp of Darkness, blah, blah, blah. We'll be alright, okay? That's what I'm saying. We'll be alright. And, you know, last but not least, we got good old Eugene, the Spirit Dragon. I believe the original deck has 3 copies of this as well, which makes sense. You get to 8 mana, you get to, you know, 4 mana, and it's just a hop, skip, jump away. And, of course, as soon as you drop this big old Spirit Dragon, you're usually good. You're usually good, unless the opponent can immediately deal with it. Most people are like, you know what? You win. You did the thing you came to do. Taking a look at our, not our sideboard, our lands, because this is actually an important piece of Mono Black Control, and it's something that I've seen a lot in Mono Black Control, but not a whole lot everywhere else, at least as far as Standard goes in the time that I've played, and that is using these colorless lands, Crawling Barrens, Field of Ruin, Labyrinth, all that kind of stuff, in the deck to, you know, supplement normal lands, because we have the Maze Mind and the Solemn and the Yugen, and, you know, honestly, our mana costs aren't that bad. If 2 is the worst we have and it's only of a single mono color, it's really not that bad. Plus, this gives us access to a creature that can be ever gaining in its size, which, you know, Faceless Haven is nice, but it's only ever going to be a 4/3. It does have Vigilance, which is nice, but it has, you know, only 3 life, which is not that hard to deal with. Granted, this thing only starts out as a 2/2. Literally the second time you cast it again, it's a 4/4, and now it's already stronger than the Faceless Haven. And I think in a situation like this, in a deck like this, you're more so worried with defenses rather than offenses, because again, if you run late enough, you get the exile, right? You get it in one form or another. So Labyrinth Scophos, great way to keep a creature of your opponent's just out of combat, attacking or blocking wise. And of course, Radiant Fountain is a nice way to keep you healthy and alive. I did remove a few cards from the sideboard, because y'all know me, if I don't have the card, I don't like for it to be a sore thumb sticking out in my side over here, telling me I don't have it and whatnot. So original deck will be posted. Super fun, super awesome if you enjoy Control while also not being your standard Soul Tie, Rogues, run-of-the-mill kind of thing. I think this is an excellent choice for you, and best of all, we get to play Liliana or Professor Onyx, however you want to say that. So yeah, really nice. Anyway, sorry for these deck techs being so long here recently, but again, I like to get the information across, because people that don't want to see it, you can just skip through the video. People that do want to see it, you can't magically conjure up a human being to be like, hey, explain this to me, old magical genie wizard thing. So, Yeah, I don't know. That's how I think about it. Anyways, thanks everybody for watching. If you've enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like down below. Comment in the comment section what your favorite part of this deck is. And of course, be sure you can subscribe. You can? Well, of course you can. Be sure you subscribe for more. That way you get more. Anyways, without further ado, let's dive into this Onyx Controls All deck and see just how good it is. Alrighty, Sacrowstill. Sacrowstill. I hope I'm saying that right. Anyways, we're gonna keep this hand. We got a Duress, Eliminate, Murderers. We got a good 1, 2, 3. That's what I'm saying here. Sorry. Y'all probably just heard the screech, the squeal of a lifetime. Let's go ahead and hit them with the Duress, whether it be mono red or not, you know. Ew, that's ugly. That's actually a little ugly. The nice thing about Duress, though, is this 1 mana, look at your opponent's hand. Even if you don't make them discard, that's got to be worth it, right? Just knowing what's happening, what's coming, what's going on. Alright, so, yeah, we just save mana for the Eliminate. We do have Shadow's Verdict. Very nice. Very, very nice. We'll need some way to deal with that Gold Span, though. I gotta say, Gold Span's gotta be the most annoying thing they have. Go ahead and take out the Annex. I'll only get 1 creature back from it. We also have Murderous Rider that can come down on the next turn, but I don't think we should have Murderous Rider take out the Bone Crusher. I think we should wait and have wait and have Murderous Rider take out the Gold Span. All right, English chance. All right. So if I do take that out, I'm going down to 16 just off of principle. And if I take out the Gold Span, I'm going down to 14 just off principle. But I'm not going to beat the Shadow's Verdict in time in order to do this. So as soon as it lands, I do that, and then they have 2 left over. Yeah, I gotta take this out now. Take it out to the ball game. Take down Tam. Finding some kind of removal that would... No? Okay. I was gonna say that would allow me for, you know, playing this and still removing the Gold Span. That would be nice. But that's okay. We're just gonna remove the Gold Span. I don't think we can allow to afford to let it live. It lives. So they'll only get the single treasure token because they're not even getting to attack in here. And it won't really get 2 mana since we're destroying the Gold Span. So they paid 5 mana for a treasure token. Feels good. Oh, they paid 5 mana for a treasure token and for me to lose 2 to 3 life, depending on how you wanna judge that. I don't think we need any more than 1 red mana, right? Because it's just Valky. It's just the old Valky. Alright, let's get down to one of these Murderous Riders. We'll still have Heartless Act available. We are 3 mana away from Ugin. Ugonian. You got this. You going in? Alrighty. Y'all can tell I recorded these super early in the morning because I'm like still trying to wake up. My eyes are like blinking. They're like, what the hell is going on? There's too much light in this room. And you're not wrong, Oz. You're definitely not wrong. You know, there's a lot of light in this room. I have at least 4 lights on. Embercleave. Do a Heartless Act. They're a teeny tiny little creature, because like it's not actually gonna make it that far through the Murderous Rider. Like it's essentially gonna take itself out here. Okay. Well, if we do this, then we get to take out that creature and we take out the Rimrock Knight. So it's really just an easy decision at that point. You know what I mean? Hiya. Erebos' Intervention. No, we don't really need to exile cards. I'm just going to get down to another Murderous. You know what they say? If you can gain life up against mono red, do that. Do that stuff. Sorry, I'm trying to get a little bit better with my language, you know? Don't cuss if it's unnecessary. Of course, you know, some people will say it's always unnecessary, chance. And you know, you're probably not wrong. Probably not wrong. But I do feel like sometimes it adds a little flavor to the sentences, to the sentence profile. So if I do ---- on that, we can take it out with our Murderous Rider. But honestly, I'd rather wait for a later date. So sure, you know, take me down. Take me down, baby. Alright, so that it says the 6 mana. We're still 2 away from Yugen, but I'm gonna save this AGGRO'S intervention because again we can make their faceless lose life and then murderers, you know. It sounds like a good plan in my head, and so that's why I'm gonna stick with it. Alright. They can't put Embercleave on the faceless, they just don't have enough mana, I don't believe. Let's see. Pop that baby up there. They do. Ew. I can't even. Alright, so it's a 5/4. Am I supposed to be scared of this thing? What do I want to minus on it? If I minus 3, it leaves it with 2. It still deals damage. You know, let's just minus it all the way. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Let's just get rid of it, huh? What good is a mono red player with 0 creatures? And goodbye. And, you know, hopefully not good luck, actually. So Murderous Rider be leveling the playing field, you know, 16-16. Nice. I'm sure some people partied hard that year, you know what I mean? Alrighty. So, they have nothing left to do, huh? I'm just gonna draw a little card here. Don't mind me. It's Mazemon. Mazemon. I think that's actually a good draw. Gives us life. And, you know, honestly, we don't have to commit that much to it. So, we still got the Heartless Act on the back end. Go ahead, play a creature. I dare you. It's not going to live. Not today, Junior. Not today. Bone Crusher? You're just mean. You're just mean. I think we go ahead and just, you know, deal with it. I'm also going to go ahead and draw a card here because, you know, there's nothing else that I really want to do this turn. Valky, for 1 more mana, we could make that a reality. No? 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 Okay. Well, how about let's go ahead and draw another card on my turn. I don't even mind. I know, ooh, that land is very important. That's going to be our Valky on the next turn. As of this turn, though, you know, we still got a Heartless Act. We still got a Bloodchief's Thirst. Hey, we're fine with waiting. I'm fine with waiting. I don't know about you guys and girls. I'm fine with waiting. My turn. My turn. Tibble, let's go have some fun. Alright, so we could go ahead and get rid of their Embercleave. Not gonna lie, that one sounds like a fun one. But instead, I'm gonna exile the top card of each player's library. We don't need that to go popping off on anything right now. Yeah, I just didn't want to exile it and then them have a Bone Crusher and their Bone Crusher take out my Tibble and me be like, oh no, what am I supposed to do? But you know, nothing happened there, so I guess we just keep on keeping on. This time I am gonna take out that Embercleave because no, thank you. I mean, I guess I just slap down at Eugene. You know what I mean? Every once in a while, you gotta go. You get him in the face. Alrighty, picking up a victory game 1. I do enjoy beating a top tier meta deck. Yes, yes indeed. Alrighty, Ripple. I really gotta stop starting my matches. Start stopping. I gotta stop starting my matches. With alrighty. I do it with like all of them. I'm like, alrighty. Shut up, Chance. We get it. You're alright. Clever Luminancer coming down for the foe. It's definitely got to be mono white aggro. I would love to use my AGGRO'S intervention to take out the Clever Luminancer. Question is, do I worry about it? You know, or do I just Valky their ass? And say, what you got over there? Is anything I'd like? This is Sedgemoor Witch. That's a card that I actually opted to add. Could just take out Clever Luminancer here. Just boop, boop. I think I'm going to go for the Valky, though. What do you got over there? What are you trying to hide? Mavinda. I'm going to go ahead and take that. I'm going to go ahead and take that big bird. Not going to lie, I don't know the effectiveness as far as I'm going, but yeah, this will be fine. It will be fine. Do they use the shelter? It does give him another creature. Lets him punch through. They're going for it. Gonna deal what, 4? Bam, bam. Alright. Okay. Sure. Sure. Ripple, they're just gonna concede. Okay. Old Slagito. Hope I'm saying that right. Old Slagito. There's not much interaction here. Not gonna lie. There's not a whole lot of interaction here in this little hand. I still don't think it's horrible. I still don't think it's horrible. Could be. It very well could be the worst thing ever. But, you know, that's to be seen so far. We have an Extinction event. We have a Shadow's Verdict. So that was my thinking with, like, you know, I could probably keep this. And as long as I can get there, as long as I can just get to that point as far as mana goes, we should be alright, right? We'll be alright. Mono White Aggro with Snow. Hey, it's a book. What you doing? I want to read you. No? You just closed off to me for good. That's okay. That's how most books treat me. They just shut themselves to me. They don't even ever want to open up and let me know what's Luminarch Aspirin. I'm super happy you decided to play something old Slagito. I was getting a little ruffled on my feathers there. Grasp of Darkness is an excellent card. You gotta be a little careful how you play it though. So I could go ahead and take out Giant Killer. Oh, at least the Luminarch, and like, do I want to do that? I think what I actually do is wait for their turn, then do it, right? Oh, what? You're crazy. You 10,000% should have put that on that Righteous Valkyrie. Whatever. Your loss, my gain. Your loss, my gain. Now, we do have that Heartless Act, yes. Do I want to play it? Not really. I'm actually tempted to exile my own Grasp of Darkness with this card just so I can try and go looking for a land. Maybe I should have dropped this Hogwarts down as a tap land, honestly, so we can get closer to that Shadow's Verdict. You know what I mean? Of course, I can do that at instant speed, so we might as well wait. Might as well wait. I can also use Extinction Event soon-ish. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was your hair, buddy. I thought all of this was your hair, and you just had some of the strangest hairdo ever. Non-creature spells your opponent casts with mana value 4 or greater, cost 2 more to cast. Yeah, well, it's a great thing about having instant speed removal. Huh. Now, I could gain 3 life here. Given they're going to put us down to 12, may not be the world's worst idea. May just very well not be. I think I'm going to go for the card draw still, though. What can I say? I'm happy I did, because I'd have drawn a Hogger on the next turn. Motherfucker! It's fine. I don't care. You, yeah, right? Me. This is gonna hurt. Mostly my feelings. Come on. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I love when aggro decks are like, nah, I'm gonna take my time here. I think I'll be alright. I think I'll be fun. But you're not fun. I happened to hit a mana as soon as I needed one. Fantastic. Get out of here with your graveyard and your stuffs over there. Now they can pop up a Faceless Haven. I'm just gonna ask kindly that you do not. Okay, alright, you know, if that's what you want to do, buckaroo. I kind of want to just Hogger that thing in the face. But I'm going to get Hogger down as a land instead. I'm going to get down Solemn Simulacrum. This way we're ramping. We're ramping up. I don't have anything instant speed really, and that's what's worrying me. Is I want something instant speed. Do we have 5 cards to exile for Cling to Dust? We don't. That's a little scary. Sorry, there's a shoe underneath my shoe. If that makes any damn sense. Faceless, block it all day. Block it all day. Give me that card draw. Yes, please and thank you. Why would I decline? They shouldn't even. That red mana. It's coming back to bite me. It's coming back to bite me in the butt. I can't play Valky down knowing damn well we got a Tibble sitting, waiting, wishing on the other side just for a simple little pathway. Can I? Can I? They only have 1 card in hand. Surely to goodness. Oh, they have 2 Faceless Havens? Oh, well then I have to, right? Because 1 isn't going to be enough. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does put me back to 10. So if I take 2 and then 4, puts me to 8. Alright. I'm pretty confident they don't have another creature in hand. You know what I mean? Pretty darn confident. Yeah, whatever. I don't want to lose because of that. Oh, it's a Heliod. Now, we can't turn Valky into Heliod because then he will turn into an enchantment and we'll just be sad. We'll just be sad. Sad, mad, and probably bad. Probably bad. Thankfully, they can't activate but both Faceless Havens within the same singular turn. So they pop 1 up, and then we 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1 and then 4, yeah. And then we take it out to the ball game, say goodbye. Good day, sir. Right? They don't have 1 mana instant speed. Do something like that, right? They might have 1 mana give indestructible or something. Yeah, you can't do that. This is instant speed, so, and that's not gonna stay because again it's instant speed. So, yep. Oh, there's just yes. They have no idea how actually behind I was. How low down to the ground.